Good evening. You're watching Reporters Diary on the Eco of India's digital platforms. And before we move ahead, let me share with you the major points which are in news today. Amid fresh spike in COVID-19 in several states, the Ministry of Home Affairs today came up with a set of new guidelines to restrict the spread of the virus. The guidelines say states and union territories are allowed to impose local restrictions like night curfew, but they will have to consult the center before imposing any lockdown outside the containment zones. While issuing guidelines for surveillance, containment, and caution for December, the MHA said the main focus of the directive is to consolidate the substantial gains that have been achieved against the spread of the COVID 19 that are visible in the steady decline in the number of active cases. The guidelines said that keeping in view the recent spike in new cases in a few states and onset of winter, it is emphasized that to fully overcome the pandemic, there is a need to maintain caution and to strictly follow the prescribed containment strategy. So, this is about COVID. We move on to weather. The IMD has said that severe cyclone Nivar would intensify into a very severe cyclonic storm, and it is likely to cross the coast between Tamil Nadu and Puducherry before dawn on Thursday. Reacting to the IMD predictions, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister K. Palaniswamy has declared Thursday a public holiday for 13 districts, including Chennai, Vellore, Kudalore, Vilupuram, Nagapattinam, Tiruvarur, Chengalpet, and Kanchipuram, considering the safety of people in those areas. Wednesday has already been declared a holiday to ensure prompt action in case of severe calamity. The National Disaster Management Force has already deployed troops in Tamil Nadu as well as Andhra and Puducherry. Congress leaders today condoled the demise of senior party leader Ahmed Patel. Party President Sonia Gandhi mourned the loss of an irreplaceable comrade, and Rahul Gandhi said Patel lived and breathed Congress and stood with the party through its most difficult times. Patel passed away at a Gurugram hospital in the early hours of Wednesday. He was suffering from complications related to COVID 19. The Prime Minister is likely to lay the foundation stone for a new Parliament building in the first half of December, according to sources. The new building will be constructed near the existing one under the Central Vista Redevelopment Project, and it is expected to be completed in 21 months from the start of construction work. A day after Government of India banned 43 more Chinese apps on national security grounds, China today said it was firmly opposed to India's decision and claimed the move violated WTO rules. India on Tuesday blocked 43 more Chinese mobile apps, including Alibaba Group Holdings, e-commerce app AliExpress, in a fresh wave of web sanctions amid its border standoff with China. The banned applications were a threat to the sovereignty and integrity of India, according to an official statement released in New Delhi. And now I am joined by our team of reporters, Asmita, Riddhi, and Razia. So we start with you, Asmita.
Hi, Safi. The news that I would like to share from the hills. Gorkha Janamukti Morcha one leader, Bimal Gurung, who resurfaced in Kolkata after 3 years, is going to address a rally at Shiliguri soon before he returned to Darjeeling, his base. And this was today announced by GJM 1 Vice President Vishal Chetri at a press meet at Shiliguri. And Safi, he, however, could not specify any date for Gurung's return. But Chetri at the media meet also explained that they had broken away from BJP because of the Saffron party could not fulfill their aspirations. And Safi, incidentally, the Gurung faction has been trying to garner support of the people in the hills and the Tarai region as much as possible before their leaders return. That's all from my side, Safi.
All right, Asmita, thank you so much. Yes, Riddhi, what all happening?
Hi, Safi. The first news that I'm about to highlight is West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, in a message to the disgruntled TMC leaders today, said she's aware of those in touch with the opposition camp and differences among the individuals should not lead to any misunderstandings of the party. Banerjee said she will henceforth personally look after the party as well as the administration. Banerjee said she have been in politics all her life. Through her experience, she can never claim that everybody is good. The TMC will rectify if mistakes have been committed, she said in her first major public rally post-COVID time. She further said there can be misunderstandings or someone may be angry with some individuals, but please don't misunderstand the party for that. Banerjee appealed. She even said that if someone thinks that Didi is not aware of their activities, then they are wrong. She is aware of everything. And another story that I would like to mention here is that the West Bengal government has accepted the recommendations of an expert panel to reduce the curriculum at secondary and higher secondary levels due to the pandemic. Education Minister Partho Chatterjee said today the Syllabus Reform Committee, the Secondary Board, and the Higher Secondary Councils have suggested that the 2021 academic year, due to this COVID-19 reforms, there will be 30 to 35% cut in the courses load at these levels. The ministry indicated that there was no immediate possibility of opening state-run or private schools. That's all from Kolkata.
All right, Riti, thank you so much. We move on to Port Blair now. Razia.
Good evening, Shafi. Shafi, I would like to start with the Camel Bay story. The Camel Bay people did not get the LPG cylinder, and like there are 2,500, more than 2,000 consumers, but this time the CCS sent 2,000 cylinders only, and the Kamal Basti village people did not receive the cylinder. They approached the Assistant Commissioner, Dr. Mitesh Kumar, also regarding this, but he did not heed any interest on the demand of these people, and of course he assured UAE over phone that on 5th of December they will be getting the cylinder, because he already spoke to the CCS people to send few more cylinders and to fulfill the demand of Camel Bay. The Camel Bay people are really very upset, because they said the liquor is of course available in the Anitco wine shop, but the LPG, which is the demand of these people, are not getting on a regular basis, and they are forced to use firewoods so that they can, because the LPG is not available, so they are using firewood to for preparing their foods, etc. And the second news is, Shafi, frequent power cut and power fluctuations in South Andaman, especially in the city Port Blair, is affecting the people here. The residents of Jangli Ghat complained that their fridge and microwave, the home appliances are affected. Nobody knows the reason why this power cut and frequent fluctuations is going on. The electricity departments are also not able to answer anything, but day or night the frequent power cuts and fluctuations is happening in these islands, which is not noticed in the earlier time. And the last one is, Shafi, the Rangat village is put as a containment zone, because now the spike in COVID-19 cases are more in these islands, especially in Rangat area. The COVID cases are more, and even in Port Blair, every day we are counting 11 or 12 positive cases are coming, because the flight services are started, and weekly 17 flights are available in these islands. Weekly 17 flights are coming, so every day we are counting positive cases more and more. So the islanders are worried also, but it's not like they can cut the flight also. But authorities, I request islanders to follow the COVID-19 protocol, to wear the mask. Otherwise, police are standing in every nook of the city for the challan if people are violating the COVID-19 protocol. So that's all from Port Blair, Shafi.
All right, Asmita, Ridhi, and Razia, thanks for joining Reporters Diary. Viewers, this is all we have this evening in Reporters Diary. Please do join us again tomorrow. Thanks for watching.